Hi friends, I thought that I might try to do a little weekend vlog today. So my weekend really hasn't started yet. It's still Friday. I'm just out on my break at work. So I just thought that I would pop on here and tell you that I finished my second play for the week for ShakeTube, and I did A Winter's Tale. And I had read this one in the past or seen a version of it. I kind of have an image in my head of an adaptation I saw. And I don't remember when. It was real weird in like 70s. So I'm going to have to try to look that up. But I kind of remembered the plot line at the end, but I didn't remember all the stuff at the beginning. And I honestly didn't remember actually having read this play or seen it in the past until I got to that end scene. And then I was like, oh yeah, I totally remember this. So, so that was interesting. But yeah, basically the plot line of this play is that the King of Sicilia and the King of Bavaria are, or no, not Bavaria, Bohemia, I think, are best friends. But at some point, the King of Sicilia believes that his friend has had an affair with his pregnant wife, with the King of Sicilia's pregnant wife, Hermione, which bet you didn't realize that that name was a thing before Harry Potter. So yeah, through a series of unfortunate events, they have a big falling out, of course, because, you know, for some reason, Leontes, the King of Sicilia, believes that Polixenes, I think is how you say it, had an affair with her, and that the child that his wife is carrying is actually the child of Polixenes, which is totally untrue. And he bases this whole thing off of the fact that Hermione is able to convince Polixenes to stay on as their guest when Leontes wasn't able to convince him of that. So Leontes thinks that just because Polixenes acquiesces to Hermione's request, then he must have had sex with her. I mean, he's an idiot. So a lot of bad things happen. And Hermione has a little girl who Leontes believes is an illegitimate child. So he has her sent away. And that's a subplot of this book, or of this play. And I won't go into a lot of spoilers with this because I'm just going to kind of give you a fast rundown. But basically Hermione dies. That's in, you know, the first little bit of the play, so that's not a huge spoiler of grief after Leontes sends the child away. So one of my favorite characters in this was Paulina, who was a friend of Hermione and basically gives Leontes so much grief about his stupidity, which, I mean, that's awesome that she does that, because in that era, there would not have been that wouldn't have been okay for Paulina to say that, especially to the king. And there actually is a scene in the book, in the play, where one of the lords scolds Paulina for her brash language to the king. And her response to that is just so funny. But she is so snarky, and her apology is not really an apology, and I love that so much. It just shows Shakespeare's just his wit, and even just his idea that women don't need to just kowtow to the social norms. I mean, obviously Leontes made a big mess of his life and the lives of his family because he wasn't willing to listen to reason. And she's the voice of reason in this, Paulina. And yeah, I just think she's one of the most interesting characters in this entire play. And she is a very big part of this play, and the resolution at the end. And it's actually really cool. I enjoyed this a lot. There's like a big plot twist at the end, and I would really like to see this play performed, which I say that about a lot of them now. Like Love's Labor's Lost I would like to do, A Winter's Tale I would like to do. So I hope that the Shakespeare company that I work with is going to be around for a while so that we can do these, because even if I'm not in them, I would really like to go and see them. So but anyway, I am going to go and get back to work and maybe try to do some reading. I'm in the throes of tech rehearsals for the show that I'm in. Normally you just have 1 week of tech week, and this time, because the show is so physical gag heavy, we are having 2 weeks of tech, and we're going to be starting that on Sunday. So we just had like our first couple of run-throughs of the entire show, just of us learning our lines and things, or saying our lines, but there was no like blackouts and lighting cues and sound cues and all that stuff. So we have Friday and Saturday off, and then we start into the first of 2 tech weeks. So I'm going to try to get a fair amount of reading done today and tomorrow, and hopefully in the morning on Sunday, because I start with a dance rehearsal at 4 o'clock on Sunday, because I get to do a funny little dance in this play. So, and I guess I still haven't learned it, so I guess that's going to be Sunday. And then we have an actual first tech rehearsal that evening. So things are starting to heat up, so I'm actually kind of encouraged that I actually got 2 plays read this week, because I wasn't even sure that was going to happen. So, but all right, friends, I will see you in a little bit. Bye. Oh, and I don't know if I said, but this weekend my reading plans are going to be to finish Carney's House Party, which should go pretty fast if I just like can have some good solid reading time, and also to finish Death by Coffee, which is a cozy mystery that I started like at the beginning of the month for a read-along that Cortagonist has been doing. I'm not going to be able to participate in the live thing because I have a rehearsal that night, of course, but I like it and I wanted to read it. So but I think I'm a little over halfway done with that, so I think I'm going to be able to get to it. So here's hoping. Oh, and then tonight I am going to try a new restaurant with some friends, so that's going to be exciting. It's called Mac's Brick Oven Pizza, and apparently everybody that goes there thinks it's really good. So I am also doing keto for the next 2 weeks, so I'm gonna end up getting a salad, which is a little bit like womp womp, but it looked like it would be a good salad. I checked out the menu already, so, and it has fresh mozzarella, which is totally cool on the keto diet, so I'm okay with that. So I'll catch up with you when I go to that. All right, bye. Hi guys, it is still Friday, but it's Friday night, And I just got home from dinner with two of my girlfriends and my one girlfriend's daughter. And I forgot to film, of course, but I did take a picture of my awesome salad that that if you put them on your pictures of your food on social media, they give you a discount. So I'm all for that. So I did that, so I will put it in here somewhere. And that was pretty much the best salad I've ever put in my face. So that was exciting because it was a brick oven pizza place, but I just decided to start doing keto, the diet where you eat like minimal carbs and high fat, high protein, or moderate protein. A couple days ago. So when my friends wanted to go here, I'm like, oh man, a brick oven pizza place, and I'm gonna have to get a salad. But it was actually really super good, so I'm okay with it. But I would like to go back there when I can eat pizza again. So. Hello friends, it is now Sunday, and I kind of took a day off from vlogging, aside from those clips of the water and the blue heron that you saw previously. Yesterday I just had a massive reading slash housework slash relaxing day, self-care day, because this week is going to be kind of crazy with my tech weeks starting. So, sorry, I'm putting some things away. So I am getting ready for tech week for the show, and I just needed some downtime to just get a bunch of stuff done. So, but that means that I need to tell you about a couple things. I don't think that I said anything about the third act of Women of Will. Actually, I think I started talking about it and then realized that I was talking about the wrong act. So Act 3 was about the cross-dressing aspect of Shakespeare's plays and how boys played the women's roles, or the young girls' roles, and then, older, more established actors, men actors, would play the female roles, even though that wasn't really a thing that I guess was happening in other countries. It was happening in England for, I don't know, various reasons. But I enjoyed this section more, just seeing that historical aspect of it and her talking about that. But Tina Packer still likes to make her sweeping generalizations and acting like she's been there, and doesn't really give any resources to back up her claims that she at one point says something to the effect of Elizabethans felt language in their bones, and that modern audiences or modern English speakers just don't, which I really just didn't understand that concept. And it to me kind of seemed silly and presumptuous. Like, how does she know how Elizabethans felt language in their bones? Like, come on, just because it's different from our language, it still means the same thing. Speaking and conveying something means the same thing in any era, in any language, to any person, and everybody's different. Like, why would she make those sweeping generalizations? And then at the end, which this was funny to me because I mean, I pretty much know some actors and directors who would probably make this claim about themselves and their work. But she says something akin to her work is as demanding as Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. I mean, please. I mean, I realize she's a professional director and she travels and does all those things. And I mean, that's hard work. I'll be the first to admit that, you know, being in a play is hard work. But that's, I mean, have you seen the Sistine Chapel, Tina Packer? I don't think that anything that you do is going to be as demanding and as time consuming as that probably was. And I mean, she has modern conveniences. Michelangelo didn't have anything that would be considered a modern convenience to make his life easier. So to compare her work to Michelangelo's work is a little bit too much for me to take. So yeah, that's how Tina Packer's going so far. But I do enjoy reading this with Kelly and Joe. I mean, even when it's a book that nobody likes, it's funny to talk about it and talk about all the stupid things this person says. And just like, be like, what the heck is she talking about? Why would she say something like that? It is funny. So, I mean, if we're going to read a bad book, we might as well do it together, right? So, other than that, I haven't read any more Shakespeare. You saw that I read A Winter's Tale. I was going to try to get to Henry VIII, but I think I'm going to forgo that one, at least for this week. Next week, they're only reading one play, Two Gentlemen of Verona. So I may try to squeeze in either Hamlet or Henry VIII that I missed this week. We'll see. I just really think that I won't have a ton of time in the next couple of weeks to do anything, but we'll see. And then yesterday, I finally finished a cozy mystery that I've been working on, Death by Coffee by Alex Ekman, I think. I'll put it up here so you can see it. But I enjoyed this book. It was not one of my favorite cozy mysteries, I'll be honest. It was going along fine. I was enjoying it. But the main character really started to irritate me. She just, I didn't like, she kind of blatantly went up. She never tried to hide anything she was doing, which I prefer, I think, in a cozy mystery. Like, if you're going to try to solve a case, kind of do it out, away from like, don't make it so obvious, is what I'm trying to say. Don't make it so obvious that you are getting involved and sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I'm sort of new to the cozy mystery genre, but so I haven't read a ton to know if this is like the normal thing. But the cozy mysteries I've read so far, the protagonists don't seem to be as blatantly obvious what they're doing and putting themselves into harm's way almost deliberately. So, and then the ending I felt was a bit confusing. I just didn't, I don't know. I wasn't sold on the ending. But I could get a bunch of them on Scribd, and the side characters of this book and the setting, because it's set in a coffee shop that is also a bookstore, and it's two best friends that are trying to make this new venture work. And the one girl, the protagonist, Chrissy, her dad is a famous, or at least a semi-famous, cozy mystery author. And so they name the coffee shop Death by Coffee after him and one of his books. So, so it is a really cute idea. And of course, there's cozy companions. There's two cats that are rather mischievous. And They're not really like the kindest cats, but they're still, I mean, they're cats. They're still cute. And yeah, I mean, I just didn't really, I guess, buy the plot of this one. I mean, it was basically about a guy who came into their coffee shop, which is called Death by Coffee, gets his coffee, goes back to his office, and dies. And of course, you know, because it was like 10 minutes after he got there, Chrissy, the one girl, just kind of becomes obsessed with clearing her name because she thinks that everybody's going to think that her coffee is what killed him. So I get that, but she kind of goes like way over the top in obsession about it. And I don't know. It was okay. I gave it 3 stars because I will at least try the second one. But I'm not sure if this will be one of those cozy mystery series that I continue. I think I'm going to try to get a significant portion of Carney's house party done. Oh, sorry. There you go. And this is for the Betsy Tacy read-along that I'm doing also with Kelly from books I'm not reading and some other ladies that I will link below. And that one so far is really cute. I was a little bit concerned that I wasn't going to like it as much as the Betsy Ray portion of the Deep Valley series, but so far I really like it, and it kind of switched seamlessly for me. Other than that, I think I'm just going to try to get some more laundry done, cleaning done, and then I have a rehearsal at 4 o'clock today. So I have to learn a dance, so that's interesting. And then at 6 o'clock, we are going to do a full run-through of the show. And then we get into Tech Week #1. So, all right, friends, if I can post more, I will. If not, you'll be seeing this really short, kind of boring vlog. And I apologize for that, but that's what we got right now. So I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, friends. It is still Sunday. Forgot what day it was. It is around 2:30, I think. Yes, 2:23 to be exact. And I've had a rather productive day. I am doing a bunch of housework. And then I also did some pretty planning, memory planning, which is a totally different deal on YouTube, which I want to start getting into, but that's going to take some time. And then if you can see over there, I've got some garbage that needs to go out. I've got my vacuum because I was vacuuming earlier. And I've got a bag that's insulated because we are having a potluck at rehearsal tonight. And I am bringing a meat and cheese tray because your girl doesn't have no time to be cooking this weekend. So I would have gone the pizza route, but everybody wanted to do a potluck. So they're getting a meat and cheese tray from Walmart. So whatever. Okay. So, and also on the reading front, I finished, well, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We didn't finish anything, but on my Kindle, which I like this cover. Have you ever seen my cover? I think it's pretty. Anyway, tangent. I started reading Act 4 of Women of Will today. And Act 4, oh gosh, my brain. This is going to be real rambly, people. Act 4 is talking about, it's called Chaos is Come Again. The Lion Eats the Wolf. And so far, it seems as though she's talking about the women of certain plays that bring their husbands to power, but that it all goes totally wrong. Which the first play she talked about is Macbeth, which coincidentally is the play that my play is about that I'm doing. So I found that quite interesting. And she was pretty good. She stayed on task for the most part. She got into a little bit of a tangent, political tangent, that I really wasn't a fan of. I really am pretty tired of politics, to be honest with you. But for the most part, she stayed on topic, and I still have the rest of it to go, but I finished the first section that was about Macbeth. So, yeah. And now I'm going to go change my laundry, and then I'm going to read a half an hour of Carney's House Party, because this will make me feel better about life if I can get a little bit of both of these plays, or of these books, done today. So, and then I should probably go over my lines again before rehearsal tonight, and then it'll be rehearsal time. Yay. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, change of plans, friends. We're gonna have some coffee, some afternoon coffee, just finish the last load of laundry, look over lines, and then go to practice. I didn't really think this timeline out, and I need to leave in like 45 minutes. So another half an hour of reading would be cutting it pretty close. So we'll just save that reading till hopefully when I get home tonight. I've just got home from practice, and it is 9 o'clock at night, and I got there at 4 o'clock today. So I am a little bit tired. We did the dance thing about 10 times, and it was sweaty. The theater's not that cool. I mean, we do have air conditioning, but it didn't seem to be on today. Or if it was, it wasn't working, so it was a long day. And then at the end of the day, I thought I lost my keys. So my lovely castmates and my director helped me look for them for like 15 minutes. I went out to my car and I tried to look for them there. No dice. So I called my parents to come down and open up my car for me with the spare set to see if they were in there. And in the meantime, I happened to find them in the pocket of a cooler that I took some meat and cheese down for the little dinner that we had. So I don't even know that I really realized that that pocket existed. So apparently I just came in and everybody started talking and doing things, and I just apparently threw them in a random pocket that I didn't really register. There we go. So thanks to my castmates for spending time helping me look for something that was in a pocket of my things anyway. So, but being that it is only 9 o'clock, I'm going to take a bath, and then I am going to sit down and read Carney's House Party, because I didn't do that earlier. So I will catch up with you in a little bit. Good morning, friends. It is now Monday, the 23rd of September, and it is the first day of autumn. Yay! It's actually a little overcast outside, so I guess that goes right on par with the season, at least around my parts. So, but anyway, I did not get any reading done last night, so I'm just going to close out the vlog here. But hopefully, within the next few days, you will see a review up of Carney's House Party for the Betsy Tacy read-along, because so far I have been able to put one up for every book, and I'd like to continue that trend, but I'm a little skeptical with my schedule now, but we'll see. Hopefully I will. But anyway, friends, I hope you enjoy the start of your fall season, if that is where you are. I think in the Southern Hemisphere, it is now summer. Is that right? Spring? I don't remember. But anyway, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are enjoying the change in the season. And I will talk to you soon, hopefully before next week. All right, friends. Talk to you later. Bye.